Don't dog the boys, mate.
Yeah, the boys. Yeah, the boys. We drink, talk shit, fight, and sing all night. Yeah, the boys. Yeah, the boys.
Feeling.
Hi, how are you all doing? Yo, Evan Rooston, or Eruston. Thank you so much for the resub for 12 months, the 1 year, and welcome back to the boys. Also, I did remember that because I believe that's your name on YouTube when you watch me. Anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to dox you or anything, but I believe that was your name on YouTube, so I don't believe I did. Anyway. Yo, Serum Fighter. So, I don't think I'll be able to do runs today, because I'm expecting a phone call. And they are just like, oh, we will call you today. Okay, what time are you gonna call me? Can't reply, just an automated thing. So that is what it is. I don't want to be on world record pace and get the phone call. And then be like, hey, you need to end your world record pace run to take this phone call. I don't want to do that. So, what I'm thinking I do is just get some practice in, catch up, because I think there's some, namely you, Harrison, that I need to update on a bunch of things. And then I might do some Lord of the Rings. Yo, retro smooth. So, yeah, I'm not sure if you knew what was happening with me, why I took like a very long break from streaming. Got a job and basically just did a bunch of shit, really. Yeah, it's fucking shit not having a job. Yeah. Yeah, I moved in with my partner now. He's in the other room doing his stream. But, yeah, I moved in with my partner. I lost a shitload of weight. I've been playing golf. Yeah, I've been playing golf. Hang on. I wrote a list of it all, of all the shit that I achieved this year. Just gotta find it. I sent it to one of my exes, actually, who I'm still friends with. So in 2024, I got my driver's license, met up with a friend of 10 years online, got a partner, stopped drinking so much, went to America, lost a shitload of weight, got a new job, started playing golf, and got approved for this property that I'm in right now with my partner. So, yeah, safe to say 2024 was one of the best years, if not... Well, I don't want to say the best year of my life, but it's definitely one of the best I've had. 2025, I'm looking to be really good as well. So, yeah, that's where I've been. The other reason I didn't play Nightfire as much is just burnout. Like, I have no reason to. What have I got left to prove in this game? I've held the sweep for over 6 years. And, like... so fucked up, yeah. Let's just say the start of 2025 hasn't been very good for me. Just... Well, actually, yes and no. Mainly just... getting sacked from my job wasn't exactly very nice, but to tell you the truth, I kind of saw it coming even into the last year, because the job was just shit. The job was just shit, and the supervisor was just very unreasonable in his demands. He'd be like, I want this job done by this time, okay? I also want this job done by this time. Okay, that's a fair bit of work. Okay, no, it's easy, it's a 5-minute job. Oh, well, you know, I'm not as fast as you. Well, you need to be fast. You know? And then he'll just, while I'm getting this job done, he'll pile a bunch of other shit on me, and then just shitload of pressure, and it's just, no. It's just fucking shit. I don't want to say what I did, because there is an NDA, I think, that I'm still in for like 12 months, where I'm not meant to go on social media and like talk bad things. So I don't really want to say, you know, what it is. Employment law is interesting here because we have a shitload more rights. Like, they can't just sack me unfairly, you know. I can go to my union if I feel it was unfair, or the Fair Work Commission. But to be fair, like, why they sacked me was pretty reasonable, so I'm not gonna chase that up. And they give you a payout in lieu. So I did get paid out a fair amount, but I'd already paid to fix my car with all of my savings, and that's why I'm kind of still a bit up shit creek right now, money-wise. And the government has been like, oh, well, you got paid out all this amount, so you should be fine. It's like, I fucking had to fix my car, you know? And I paid to fix my car before I was sacked, so it's just shit. Yeah, they did the same to me. They paid me out a week's lieu, but obviously that all had to go to rent and bills. And then the government is just like, oh, well, you got paid out this amount, so you should be fine. It's like, no, I'm not fine. So that's why I'm kind of in semi-ebeg mode at the moment. That's why I've just been... Oh, which reminds me. I need to do a new donation goal, and I feel I should ask this. Fucking... Too true. I feel I should ask this. What do you all want for a donation goal? Let's say something like, I don't know, $100. We can build this over time. It doesn't have to all be at once. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see, like, I'll give you a few options. There's an all categories run. That means I'll run every category, that being what, any percent, double O agent, no clipping, all plats, and all tokens. And there's this very specific route for that. I already did a DDR playthrough a while ago. I just need to actually highlight it. Although, to tell you the truth, I didn't finish that DDR pad playthrough because that one, I got up to deep descent and my feet just started fucking hurting. I think I already did a Dr. No controls run. The other day I did upside down controller percent. I could do wireframe mode. That's an option you can turn on in Dolphin. I could do a third person run. That's another option. Because there's a cheat code to put third person on. What else? What else could we do? Do you want one that's really torture? I have to speedrun the game, but if I utter a certain word, I have to reset. That one's horrible. Play Agent Underfire is a good one. I'd happily do that. I have the game. Like, I do have the game. I can play it. So, like, I guess I'll ask, like, what do you guys want to... Oh, DK bongos. I would need to buy the DK bongos, though. So... Normally what I would do for a donation goal is, like, if it involved having to buy something, I would just make the money for the cost of buying that thing, you know? And maybe, like, what, $5 more, just, I don't know, for saving or whatever, or for getting something to eat, sure. Agent Underfire, I already have the game, so I could happily just play that. Return of the King, I beat 2 towers, even though I had to fucking cheat to beat the second last level because the game is stupid. Yeah, I'll do Return of the King because I have that game as well. Yeah, the 2 towers, the second last level was so stupid. Also, I should yeah, the PS2 one. I should probably practice while I talk. The second last level was stupid because if you don't do Aragorn's skill tree in a specific way, yeah, the Helm's Deep level, the second last one where you gotta hold that door, it was so stupid. If you don't do Aragorn's skill tree in a certain way, the level is near impossible. You need to make sure that you get Isildur's Guard and, or Isildur's Judgment and, the thing that lets you light people on fire. If you don't have those two and the Gondor bow, then the level is just impossible. But the worst part about it, though, is the game doesn't let you go back and farm. So it's a beginner's trap. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, never heard of it. I did see that. I just, I'm gonna be honest, I'm an uncultured swine who doesn't know who that is. I gotta practice frame perfects. Oh, nice. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, righto. So what do you guys say? Do you guys think we should just do $100 and I'll do a playthrough of Agent Under Fire? What I'll do, I'll make it a little cheaper. I'll go 80 bucks, Agent Under Fire playthrough, and we'll play through the whole game. We'll do it in one stream. I'll just need to set aside a day to do it, which, not having a job, I've got plenty of fucking time for that. Also, what is wrong with this damn font? Change the font. Okay, that looks cleaner. Cutting it off though, it's weird. Oh, that works. Come on, give me the yeah, this song. Classic WoW, huh? Wait, no, I don't want it like that. I want it to actually, don't want it like this. I want it the number over here. Is this a matter of a OBS setting? No, it shouldn't be. Oh, that did it. That's weird. Well, anyway, there we go. Did I ever play Metroid Prime? No, didn't. Jesus. You see, the thing is I love tariffs, but I don't think tariffs should exist between Canada and America because, like, it's so fucking close together. Like, I don't know. I don't know enough about that shit. I don't. I like tariffs because the thing about me is I'm huge about hiring local labor. But I don't know enough about it to really make an opinion. See, the thing about foreign politics is I don't pay attention to it. I just, like, whether Trump is president or not doesn't affect whether that pothole down the road for me is going to get fixed. It doesn't. Obviously, I can understand why you guys would have to pay attention to that, because that is what that is. Yeah. Oh, I should probably have my phone on loud. Yeah, I couldn't rant too much about China and Australia. All I could tell you is I hope we have a healthy relationship because I don't want World War III. But I'm not exactly a fan of outsourcing all our labor to China and taking away jobs. Or like punishing our trade agreements or anything. No.
James, I've hacked into the terminal.
There's lots of Asian students here. Like, just lots of Asians in general in Australia because, I mean, it's very cheap to move here. Like, let me tell you this. I can get return flights to Japan for like 700 Australian. That's so good.
Kiko is in corridor A16. James, it looks like Kiko is nearly at the control center. Hurry up.
It's very easy to move here.
James,
Getting citizenship, on the other hand, is a bit more of a nightmare. I obviously don't have to worry about that, but I feel for my friends like that. I guess I'm pretty lucky because my dad is, he's Scottish and he moved here in like the 70s. But because my dad is Scottish, I can technically get a British passport. So, you know, applying for all that shit and applying for citizenship is very, very, very easy if I ever wanted to move to the UK. Not that I would want to go there right now, to tell you the truth. No, actually, to tell you the truth, the UK has been going down the shitter for fucking 15 years now. It's fucked. What, so I could move to Canada a lot easier? I probably could. Yeah, you probably could. Hang on, I gotta drink my Coke mid-speedrun like batter bun. I don't have any pizza to eat though, sadly.
My loyal associates, before we cross into the void of space, it's time to unveil the final stages of Operation Nightfire. The utter transformation of the planet you'll soon view from your outer windows. The colorless socialist fascists will possess
Zemansky.
and globalization.
Is it Zemansky or Szymanski?
A corporate takeover by Phoenix International on a worldwide scale.
Fuck.
No more national boundaries, but continent-wide regions of agriculture, industry.
Yeah. Ariston, get a load of this. Szymanski is the world record holder for big rigs over the road racing. I mean, it's not just Canada though. Didn't Greenland have that fucking that shit where Trump is like, no, Greenland can join America, but Greenland said, fuck off, we don't want to join America. Yeah, it's pretty close. Let's just... Yeah. Pretty close. Let's just say the last government we had wasn't very good with economics. It's only been recently that the government has come into surplus again. Let me order you the... You want the spicy? I've seen that guy. That dude's awesome. Now it's a true Call Me Liam stream where we're talking about politics again. Balance is restored.
Deploy the red team and take him down. Take cover. Intruder spotted. Contact lost. I can't see him.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing you probably did notice. Is I'm obviously in a new house. Actually, do you guys want to hear about the previous tenants of this place? So apparently they were the tenants from hell. Do you guys want to hear about it? So where we live is, I don't want to give too much info, but it's a block of units, basically. And the previous tenants who lived here, this is not a big unit. It is not. There is 2 bedrooms back there. That's one in that wall there, and there's one like over there. That one over there is mine. That's my partner's. There's a garage in there that's not very big either. Which reminds me, in a moment I gotta go out there and hang up some clothes. Because I was getting washing done before stream. And there's a kitchen there. That's the whole unit. That's it. It's not very big. Right? The previous couple here, they had 3 kids. 3 kids, and they were staying in this tiny unit. How fucked up is that? And apparently they would just let the kids run amok. They would just let the kids run amok and just fucking piss everywhere, and it was horrible. And the wife, they still get their mail sent here, so we still cop some of their shit. Which reminds me, I actually want to go check the mail. I'll tell you why in a second. I'll be right back. Sorry, it's kind of important I do that. Sorry about that. Anyway. There we go. What was I saying? Tenants from Hell. Yeah. So, I think someone across the road, and I'll get back to the person across the road. I think it was them. Called up like Child Protective Services or whatever the equivalent is in Australia, and said like, yeah, these people are abusing their kids. Like, it's very obvious that they are. And because of this, there's a really nice old Irish guy who lives upstairs in these unit blocks. And he said, yeah, you do not want these people knowing anything about you because they will harass you. They were hell. And the wife said to this old, really sweet Irish guy, said, you know why I went to prison? Because I stabbed an old man. Like, implying that he's next. How fucked up is that? How fucking fucked up is that? And it's funny, because we still get sent their fucking shit mail. Mainly just unpaid toll road fees. You Google this person's name, and yeah, there were court documents about this woman. But you know what the most fucked up part is about all of this shit? Well, actually no, I'll tell another thing. So the gardener for all the yards and stuff lives in the neighborhood, right? And is married to a Japanese woman. These people kept screaming really racist shit and are like, I'm gonna call immigration. Just so fucked up. So fucking fucked up. And they went out to try and key this person's car, but they keyed the wrong fucking car. And the person whose car they keyed called the police, and the police are like, oh, can't do anything, have no proof. So shit. But the really, really most fucked up thing is that they just moved down the road. Somehow they got a tenancy down the road, and they still drive by. And this bloke has installed a fucking misfiring system in his AU Falcon just to piss people off. So a misfiring system is one of those cars where the exhaust will just be like constantly.
007, they deactivate the elevators at night.
And that's not a 2-minute job to do. He bragged about doing that himself just to piss people off, apparently.
Bond, don't forget that your glasses can detect hidden laser tripwires.
As far as I know, they don't have firearms. Otherwise, I would be concerned.
Install the Q-worm into that device and we're in business.
Absolutely not. Australians are the nicest fucking people ever. But the fucked up thing is just HOA. I don't know what HOA means. This is not a bad neighborhood that I live in. This is a really nice suburb. I obviously won't say what suburb it is, but it's not known for crime.
The terminal should be on the highest floor. See if you can use the exterior elevator to gain access.
Yeah, I don't think we have that in Australia, the HOA. I know about HOAs. I don't think we have it here.
That stairwell, Bond. It should lead up to the rooftop.
Main reason being, like, at my old house, I just never cut the yard. I didn't see a need to. Ah, fuck. I sunk down too far. If, so fucked up, yeah. If I didn't cut the yard, like, Surely, if we had a HOA, they'd get mad at me. I didn't see a need to, though. It's just a rental property, and whenever I had inspections, then I would call a yard worker in to do the yard, and I'd mow the front yard. We have them here. We have similar things here. Like, I think a lot of them have been phased out, but I'll give you an example of one that kind of still exists. So there are 4 roads in Brisbane, that's the town I live in, that form a big square around the city. They're all called Boundary Road. Do you want to guess why that is?
The terminal should be on the highest floor. See if you can use the exterior elevator to gain access. That vent, 007.
That stairwell, Bond. It should lead up to the rooftop.
Kinda. Basically, yeah, they weren't allowed to live in it. Oh my god, can this please work? But I think it was after like 5 p.m. they were no longer allowed to enter the zone. That's basically it.
Be careful, old boy.
What happened up there, James? The street art front is swarming with security agents.
And for some reason, the road hasn't been renamed. You know, there's lots of things that have been renamed in Australia because it's just not good. Like, there was a cheese brand, and I do not want to say what it was called, but it started with the letter C, and it got renamed to Cheer Cheese. The original name of it, you can look it up, but it wasn't good. But the reason it was named that originally was because the guy who invented it, it was his last name. It was either that or the process of making the cheese was named that. There is one product that I hope they never rename. You can't get it here, but I saw it in Florida when I was there. It was bimbo bread. Bimbo bread. Yeah, bimbo bread. That is the best name ever. Yeah, it's a bread called Bimbo. Oh, that was so scuffed. It's gonna reset. Yeah, it's just bread, but like that's quite a name, Bimbo.
The terminal should be on the highest floor. See if you can use the exterior elevator to gain access. That vent, 007.
That stairwell, Bond. It should lead up to the rooftop.
Bond, Mayhew's computer is in this room. Upload the Q-worm into it.
Well, so if you're wondering about why I'm practicing this strat so much, it's because it's the one I have the least practice with in the run. And it's very difficult, actually. The keypad clip, I'll explain it. Factory of Bimbo.
The terminal should be on the highest floor. See if you can use the exterior elevator to gain access.
Man, if I ever go to Japan, well, when I go to Japan, I should say that because I'm definitely going at some point in my life, definitely.
That vent, 007.
I need to, like, go to somewhere that looks like
Should lead up to
a
the
place in Nightfire. So the way the keypad clip works is actually pretty simple. You notice when I go to use the keypad, if I just hold forward or hold a strafe, you notice how I'm moved in for a second? When you go to use it, Bond's collision doesn't exist for a frame. It might be a frame or two, right? So what's stopping me just using it, and then I'll stop using it and then use it again and just keep doing that over and over again?
Bond, Mayhew's
There you go.
computer is in this
It's
room.
really...
Upload the queue.
I don't remember how, like, what my thought process was when I found that, but just like... Why is my light flickering? I don't know. Anyway. Shit. But yeah, I don't remember what my... crazy tenants. Well, there's lots of security to this place. Like, getting in here, I would hear if they tried to break in. And the locks have been changed on the property, so they're not getting in. And if they do get in, well, describing what I would do would get me banned on Twitch, so I don't think I will do that. And probably off YouTube. Although, you know what is a bit of a dumb law in Queensland, or a dumb rule? If someone breaks into my home, if I seriously injure them in my own self-defense, I can still be charged. So let's say, like, I don't know, someone breaks into my house, and I don't know, take them to the ground and get them in an armbar and break their arm, I can still be charged with assault. Even after, like, firmly asking them, get out of my house. See, there is a few things I'm jealous of America about. Biggest one I'm jealous about is the First Amendment. And fair use law, because Australia doesn't have fair use law. That's the same here. Honestly, a lot of the laws in Canada are probably pretty identical to here. We do have, yeah, self-defense, but, like, I would need to argue... Yeah, we don't have that. I would need to argue in court that... Okay, this flickering is seriously starting to worry me. 1 sec.
I've got a bottomless potion of cool